Hello, Recon87 here, and welcome back to more combat mission Cold War. We are continuing the Between Two Fahrbahns scenario. We are defending this road with our force comprised primarily of M60A2 main battle tanks, and we're defending against a Russian armoured assault, predominantly T-72s, although both sides has some infantry assistance. Thus far, we've kind of set up our initial defence. We did knock out one IFV early doors, and we have a fire mission about to drop over here, which is let me just get up. It was kind of preempted, and in fact I'm going to move it. I was tempted just to let it drop, but actually we probably want to adjust it slightly, which we should be able to do. So let's just do that now. Well, let's adjust the mission. Let's keep the area target, but let's shrink the area. I was conscious of I still am slightly conscious of infantry marauding through these woods with some anti-tank assets, and that certainly might not be the whole infantry squad, but we know there's something here. Might be worth just to miller that instead and not be too overly concerned about that, about the woods. We'll try that.
Adjust fire. Over.
Making decisions on the hoof, always a good idea in battles. So, slight changes we're going to make. I had a thought, and I thought, well, I will probably want to bring up a second tank to sit alongside this one. And if I'm going to have anyone kind of exposing themselves, even in kind of a good hull down position, then it's probably worthwhile to have kind of two side by side. Better spotting, more likely that we'll get the first shot off. And if, in the unfortunate circumstance, we don't, someone to return fire against that asset. The other thing I'm going to do is maneuver this tank out, who'd been kind of guarding that kind of keyhole position, or not a keyhole position, but that angle over there. Bring him out, and I'm going to swap him out with one of these tanks. Reason being, so these two guys were strafed earlier, and both of them took damage to their IR optics, so they are unable to use their shillelagh anti-tank guided missiles, which I had my pronunciation correct on, so hopefully I've got that better. I also want to check whether you are open. Indeed you are. Good. That'll improve your spotting. And that's about it. I did a quick check on visibility with my infantry for my anti-tank assets. The team here had kind of pretty good visibility of a few spots. Not perfect. The team over here not so much, so I'm just kind of moving them over an action square to see if that'll help things. Sometimes, especially with woods, the lines of sight can get a little bit mucked up. But without further ado, I think we're probably just going to jump into the next minute, see what happens, and well, it won't be a barrage, we'll have to get that corrected. See if we can make any other spots as the Russians advance. Who has got the eyes on that? Oh, it's this team down here. Interesting. We are due some additional support, some AT assets, so I don't know exactly what form they're going to take.
Flash. Over.
It looks like I initially thought the tanks were massing on this side, but now obviously we've got sight of one coming essentially down the road here. Don't know who's gonna. It might actually be our dragon team here gets the first spot. Oh, hello, actually.
Adjust fire. Out.
I know, just after fire for effect. Can you see that? You can. Oh, that's exciting. What's the... Well, I don't know what the range is yet. Might see our first team off. Let's stick with this team. I mean, they're nowhere near set up for that, but let's stick here, because I don't think there's anything going to be interesting happening behind us, but we'll see. Oh, another tank's turned up. I tell a lie, there might be some interesting things happening behind us. I don't think it's going to be out with their range, but certainly don't seem to be setting up for an attack on an armoured target. Let's have a quick check. Yeah, it's just command phase, that's fine. Oh, you've lost sight of him. Okay. Alright, I'll let you off with that. Who does have sight? Again, the guy over here. Maybe... Do you know what? Maybe I want to just forgo this and bring this guy over here, because he does have anti-tank missiles, which will be much more effective at that range. Let's try it. Let's bring him over this way. Again, we'll bring him... Actually, let's not make it too sharp a turn. him in like so. Now there's a few of them, so we do have to watch ourselves. That's not what I want to do. Bring yourself up to here, which should be enough to get your hull over this hump. And we're going to see that, oh, it's going to be a bit frustrating. Good if you could get the overlay of the targets when you're trying to do the hull down targeting bit. I want you to come forward until you have sight of essentially this plane. Yeah, beautiful. We may be too late. By the time we get there, they could maybe kind of pass through into a little dip. We can't see them. I'm not sure. I will also get you to open up if you haven't already. And we'll leave these two guys here. We might swap them out afterwards, but that might be a good use of one of our tanks with some anti-tank capabilities. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Except you probably can't do much about it at this range. Well, maybe that's not true. What is the range? Combat missions ranges are really huge. 1.7k. I think you should be okay to about, I think it was 2k for your conventional weapons. Yeah, it says down here. Range 2000 meters. So you could probably take a shot at him. So let's maybe do that. And then when he's run away. Is 15 seconds enough? Might not be. We'll try it. I don't know how quickly you can sight and hit the target. We'll get you to hopefully pop a shot off and then run away. And we'll get you. It goes really without saying. Keep your eyes on that patch of the ground, please. And you might get a spot pretty soon as well. Okay, this could be a pretty exciting minute. We'll see how it goes. So, first action should hopefully be this chap. Now, not 100% sure how the pause and the fire interact. Did I give him? I can't remember if I gave him reverse command there. Intent being obviously that he fired, he did.
Shot over.
And then he runs away. I think he missed. Oh no, it's just that's not our shell, is it? It looks more like a rocket. Let's wind this back. Oh. Okay. Maybe my assertion that he'd be unable to fire these due to the damage of IR sensors was misplaced.
Shot over. Shot out.
Ah, no, you've run away, haven't you? Oh, no, you haven't. They've just lost sight of your target. Yeah. Ah, that's frustrating. So, again, as mentioned in the very first video, these need to keep the target crosshairs on the target all times. Obviously lost sight of them, so this thing just barrels off. And away it goes. Okay. And he's going to pull back, which is good. Hang on, what was that? All kicking off. Not sure. I'm surprised these guys haven't taken a pop at anyone. There's a lot of tanks coming forward.
Over. Flash out. Fire for effect. Over.
It's a good hit, so we will get a barrage coming in now. Ooh. Looks like a potentially an air asset. Oh no, maybe not actually.
Fire for effect. Over.
Seems pretty ineffectual fire, whatever it is. Right, see if this guy gets some healthy spots. Oh, okay, time. So, what I want to do with you, I probably want to get you to pop up somewhere else, to be perfectly honest. We know they're all kind of over that direction, so maybe why don't you get you to come over here? So get you to pull back just a little bit, then we're going to move over in this direction. And again, we're going to run up to hold down position. Hopefully we can get sight on some of these positions over here. Yeah, some of that will be fine, thank you very much. You are probably living dangerously, to be fair. What else can we see back here? A few more IFDs with some more infantry. So more infantry than we're led to believe, to be fair. Still haven't got eyes. Well, they're going to have to come out from the cover of these trees eventually. That is hopefully when we will get to pick off a few targets. Speaking of which, I think it's time to get you involved. Even if it's just for the one shot. Yeah, just come up till you can see like that piece of ground. Should put you in roughly the right position, and as ever we'll get you to open up just so your commanders can see a little bit. Oh, you're already open. Good. Okay, let's run forward. See if we can get any more shots away.
Roger. Fire perfect.
Someone's making spots. It's just our HQ. Actually, this would be a great place to drop a barrage on, but I suspect by the time we call anything in, they'll have moved off. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, that was something certainly heavier caliber. Wonder what they were aiming at. Not ideal. Oh. Jets. There's a tank marauding here, who's got to be prime target for someone. Surely our battle line can see that. No, not yet. Oh, colour me surprised. Okay. Well, look how far forward this guy is. Yeah, look. Oh, hang on. Weapon mount. What shot you? Let's dial this back. Oh. Oh, because you stood at that one. Oh, okay, that's my fault. You're going to cop around from a T-72. Oh, there's one over here, actually. Thankfully, it didn't seem to do much to my damage, and I suspect you will now pull back. Right, more T-72s marauding around, but no shots going off. There's one right there. I'm genuinely surprised you can't see. It might make the spot shortly. I'm impressed by the stopping power this guy's got, but I'm not impressed by his spotting ability. It's another shell he takes to the face. Coming from slightly further back now. Okay. I dare say the Ruskies kind of have the edge here at the moment. Let's go command. We've got one projectile on the way. Wouldn't necessarily rate my chance of hitting it. Okay, so that tank's hiding behind a wee hill. Fine. There's a lot of tanks coming down. Hello. Ooh, what are you? Did you guys get around the way? Nope. Ah, I think you have got a round off, or a missile off. Alright, yes, you've got him in your sights, missile away. That could be one dead Soviet tank, that would be nice to see. I think I'm going to pull you out. I'm going to clear your target arc. And I'm going to get you to reverse, because you're just getting shot at. And that's not very good for your health. So let's pull out of you there. I'll leave you up to hopefully send some rounds down range. I'll leave you guys where you are. Let's start by seeing what happens with this. Hopefully, it's about to plunge down and blow up a tank. Or it's going to go harmlessly miles away. Oh, that didn't though. Oh, and that didn't. It's a different tank he was aiming at. Okay. Alright, let's start with this one. Which is the benefit of these missiles that have these such long range. Hit the weapon. So, no penetration, but probably some damage done. Man, I would love to just drop mortars on that. And meanwhile, our heat shells getting the job done here. Who needs fancy missiles, eh? Which I suppose is where American tank doctrine went. They, well, I suppose it's not entirely true, but they got rid of the dual launcher. So our mortar's coming down, wrecking some face, that's good to see. Some tanks really moving up there. Round out. Where did that one come from? Probably that guy. Yep, round away. Tank done. Good stuff. And then another projectile coming in from over there. Another. Oh, that one's a bit wild. That's two very unhappy Soviet tanks, which makes me very happy. Oh, and that's another missile, which I can see even go faster than. Again, no penetration. I'm surprised by how poorly these missiles are performing. I would expect them to massively wreck face, which is the technical term. Meanwhile, yeah, we just put another round into this guy, seal his fate. Does seem to be taking two hits to consider him fully knocked out, but that's okay. But hey, if we just keep launching missiles at these things, I'm okay with that. We do outrange them to a certain extent. He worries me a little bit. The only other tank we know that's really quite far forward. Oh no, we think there's one in here as well. Lurking. Right, you guys have done a whole bunch of nothing, which upsets me. Right, are you still calling out this mission? Yeah, okay. Oh, command phase. 1 minute. Alright. That's probably a pretty good job done. Suspect that IFE's been, yeah, knocked out. So this is a pretty good position he's got himself into. I mean, ish. You can't see a lot. But, you know, it's so close to being able to be essentially sitting in this guy's line of sight. But it's just in a perfect little defilade there, which I can't complain about. I can't complain them taking sensible positions. I don't really want to tweak it, but I'm conscious that the more I leave myself exposed, the more they know exactly where I am and can do things about it. But I think I'm going to hold the res for 1 minute. Let's get some more missiles off of these things, and then we're going to shuffle up positions. Let's not tweak it while it's working. There we go. Let's give that. Let's give that the view it deserves. None of this just hit the weapon mount thing. There we go. Sorry, camera controls can be a bit sticky when the recording software's on the go. In it comes. Oh, that was a much lower missile in that time. That's some explosion. Whew. Darn, I was about to say, and there goes his partner, but not quite. Okay, some rounds coming from Soviets. Oh, a lot of rounds coming from Soviets. Let's look at that's landing actually. Looks to be in the wrong place, which I'm pretty thankful for. They seem to, yeah, looks like we're doing another mortar barrage on this section of the world. This dude could be in a little bit of trouble. Come around and have a look. Meanwhile, he's just merrily working his way through his TGMs. Yeah. See how it goes. He might get hit, which would be unfortunate. Right, another missile out and... no penetration. Yeah, he's living a charmed life at the minute. Now we do hold advantage here. We obviously are on the defensive, means they do have to come to us. Currently... ooh. He's just going to use up all his ammo on that. Okay. Let's see if we can't pop you up somewhere useful. I think it might just be to roll forward and continue to take part of the attack on those guys. Seeing as we have the range advantage at the minute. Let's bring you... yeah, let's bring you up here. Could probably just eyeball the hold down position, but we'll call this good enough. Until you can see them, please. Excellent. Do I need to move anyone else? Part of me wants to. Maybe I shouldn't. What I'm going to do though... are you still countered being on this fire mission? Yeah, right. Must just be ending though. Alright, let's hold where we are then. Really, one thing to protect is our man pads, because they are definitely the weak part. You're going pretty slowly. You're not damaged out of tracks? Ah, yeah, tracks are a bit damaged. Okay, radio's a bit damaged. Oh, they're pushing the right FEs out. Which might give this chap an opportunity, or even our dragon team an opportunity to take a shot. He seems to be using cover effectively. How dare they? I'm really surprised by that. I think these will get vision, but potentially not for long enough. Oh no, it's just going out the tanks. Hey, got one though. So again, I'm surprised we don't have a better view over that plateau. And that is another unhappy main battle tank. Knocked out. Excellent. So much from not having much in the way of infantry support. Oh, hello. So the question is now where we want to drop our next artillery. These guys are either going to come to put more people back here, or they could be reinforcing the centre. I feel like we're at least going to move one towards the centre. So let's annihilate this place. Medium's fine, and yeah, so we've got a couple of these actually. You could probably keep spying these at 5-minute intervals for maybe another 2 or 3. Meanwhile, what is your line of... oh, hello. Yeah, we're going to see a dragon in action. Okay. Yeah, you just don't quite have the view onto that plane there. Fine. So be it. Similarly, there's presumably just a little bit of a ridge. Just these little bits of terrain that are helping, but hey, we're knocking out these tanks, and I am looking forward to seeing this dragon in use actually. Let's see how we get on. That's a lot of aiming. It's away. So, interesting. I was having a bit reading this. So, we're Dragon seemed to do a weird thing where it had a charge. It would like essentially it would go off and jump the first 20-30 meters, and then the rocket motor would kick in, and then it would fire like every, I don't know, was it second to second and a half, something like that. So as it would go, it would make this very kind of distinctive kind of sound as the motors kind of fired, non-continuously, which was interesting. Distinctive. Now he should probably have had some kind of IR warning. Actually, I don't know if they have them at this stage. That may be later tech. And probably is, to be fair. But you may definitely have seen the backblast. Getting all my Black Sea gadgets and go. Oh, you missed! Or I hit the tree. Ah, sad times. Because he knows who you are now. And this could go pretty badly for my crew. Also, that building's come under attack. Okay, I may have to do something about this tank. Thankfully, he hasn't seemed to fire a shot. He must have lost sight of us, but he'll probably get an eyeball once he launches again. More shots coming out. Just continuing to use all the missiles we can at these tanks at the back. Oh, that one's away. But hey, we haven't lost the tank yet, so I'm pretty happy at that. Okay, a minute. Lots of mortars going out, but that's fine. Attempt to see, should we do anything with this chap to try and get an eyeballs on in here, but I'm not convinced. I think if anyone, it's going to be him. That's a pretty good position this tank's got himself into. Okay, how far up will we have to get? Let's try it. Let's see. I would very much like you to. We'll keep the hull down order. Might not be sensible, but we'll try it. I want you to target over here, just behind this house, and a bit further back. The problem is I'm moving, he's stationary, which probably gives him the advantage. You still can't quite see that. You can see there though, surely you're going to see that. I've got faith in you. You're undamaged, you're happy as Larry. Let's get your commander to pop out. Better eyes. Yeah, let's do it, let's have a shot. Let's give it a go. Right, I've not been moving my tanks for a few minutes now. That's pretty poor behaviour. And we have taken numerous shots, so let's take this opportunity to shuffle them around. Let's bring you down. Let's just move you over a little bit actually. Let's see you come around this way. And then, yeah, we'll just bring you up into here. In fact, tell you what, I'm going to go and I'll put a quick cut and another shuffle of my tank positions. All I'm going to do is move them kind of similar positions, but up and down along the bank, just so we keep movement really. Okay, I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Okay, so I've got them shuffling around slightly, and I did also notice that our anti-tank team here did manage to get a second Dragon missile away. There she is. Alright, let's see if they can do better this time. I got faith, as long as this guy doesn't shoot them, and doesn't hit in a tree again. Which it might do. Alright, we'll see how it goes though. Let's jump into the action. Go on. Didn't penetrate. Surprised by that. Surprised by how few penetration I'm getting. Thankfully, this tank seems to be completely oblivious to where that missile could possibly be coming from. Which is good. I'll take that out. Next thing we might see is this chap pop up into a position where he can actually get eyes on this tank. Maybe. Ah, drat. I lost another manpad. Burning wreckages of vehicles behind us. Ah, what a terrible moment to look away. Oh, do you know what I probably heard was the blast of that being set off. Another hit to the weapon. Oh, bueno. Oh. Ooh. Scout finally got spotted. That's not good. Just an injury though, which is good, but he needs to get positioned to call down mortar strikes on this. Although I have not seen those IFEs really reinforce this. So it might not be as much there. I still think there's probably an infantry team somewhere in here, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did die in their IFE. Right. Let's go to command. Yeah, I told you to go forward until you could see this area. You can still not see this area. Let's get you, so we need to go hold down up to that point until you can see that. Pretty sure it's the second time I've told you to do that, but okay. These guys in position, you're just moving up. Though I might need to scoot them forward a little bit further actually. Actually no, he's decent position. I'm saying the unit spotted, I'm afraid, mate. We'll see if we can't do anything about that. And yeah, let's just push on, see if we'll see if this tank can move into the right position and take out that troublesome T-72. He's just not moving. I disapprove this. Hey. So fire going out against infantry at least. I might have to give him just a move order. I'm not quite sure where that hull down's not working.
Roger. Fire mission request. Out.
Looks like they might actually now be moving into the woods. Oh no, they're coming across open ground.
Shot. Over.
There you go, it's my APC getting involved in the action. Okay. Not too much else happening. Do you guys still have ammo? No. So you've used all your ammo and you've hit it, but that's about it. Yeah, definitely my tanks are winning this AT war rather than my infantry.
Shot. Out.
Okay. This time, let's just be explicit about it. Please move forward. I probably want to give you a target arc order so you're looking in the right area. Just in case. I could give you a hunt as well, but no, the movement's fine. You need to be looking over this kind of way. Good lad. Although you're going to do some good work against infantry, that's absolutely fine. And yeah, we'll just hold it there. Kind of expect them to take these positions, but hopefully that's as far as they get to, and we've knocked out a fair few tanks on the way. We just have to keep it up. Right. You move up. Do you make the spot? You maybe.
Flash. Over.
Still thinking about it.
Flash out.
There we go. Finally, you see him. He's not fired at you, which is good. What's your plan? Just to whop him with a heat round. You missed. Oh, hang on. Your main gun.
Shot,
That's
over.
why it's sitting grey, actually.
Shot. Out.
was going to say it's damaged, but it's not. Otherwise that would be... Oh, in use. That's good, I didn't know that. Yeah, reloading, it goes grey. Hey! Fantastic! I'm really surprised you didn't get a shot back after your first miss. But this guy, I don't know, unless he was damaged. That's what you get for attacking my scouts. A couple of them survived. Okay. Let's go command phase. Come on up, we'll push it one more minute. What I'm going to get you to do is to blow the snot of that building, please, because I think there's people in it. I'm not convinced there's that many infantry in this town, but we'll drop mortars on it anyway. And then we will switch to our next target. They have more tanks coming in, excellent. Just what we want and what we need. Tempted to move these guys forward a scooch, just try and improve their line of sight a little bit better, see if we can't capture more of these guys at range, and I'll just do it with a hard movement order. Again, not particularly far, but just up the hill slightly. There's more tanks we can pick off at long range with our missiles before they get into effective weapon range. Better. That's probably a little bit far. Is this maybe from Pact? No, you can go scooch one. Good, and I'll leave you with our. Okay. You guys are still doing good. I'll just check your lines of sight, because eventually you're probably going to have to be... Oh, you can't really see them. Okay. Interestingly employed against infantry as they push across there, but we shall see. I'm really upset about... Oh, actually, hang on, am I being an idiot? Do you have any more missiles? No, it doesn't look like you do, actually. Anti-laws, we could go grab some of them. Yeah, why not, since you guys aren't doing anything else. Let's get you to just walk back and then run over here. Get in there and we'll grab you some more ammos. Right, let's push on this minute. Get our 50 cal involved. 150 cal. There we go. Uh-oh.
Flash. Over.
What happened here? See, getting too full of myself, pushing the tanks forward. And then we take our first real hit. Oof, over here.
Flash. Over.
How we... Alright. Pause.
Flash. Out.
So we got... Our loader's been injured. Radio's knackered. Gyro's out. Machine gun's out. Smoke launcher's dubious. Everything else looks okay though. Main gun's still up and running. However, someone has got us in their sights, and we don't have any positive identifications. So this could end badly, because I expect another round is incoming imminently.
Fire for effect. Over.
Probably one of these guys back here. Oh, that's quite a long range, and yeah, there's some misses going in. You spotted them yet? Not quite. Either way, I'll probably have to pull them back. It's a fair few tanks rampaging forward. I am due some anti-tank assets at some point, but no when.
Fire for effect. Out.
That's a good start. Go on. Oh, hit but no effect. Living a charmed life here. I'll ditto in reverse. And you missed. Oh no, you hit the weapon. Okay. Yeah, that's some force coming at us actually. That's another, what, 3 tanks? At least that we know about. So even if we, even if we exchange 2 tanks for 1, we're going to run out of tanks first here. Anyway, that is going to have to do it for this video. I think we're in a reasonably good position. It's just a case of trying to pop up and take them out where we can. I still think we want to try and, if we can, utilise the range, use some more of our tank-based ATGMs, as these can be far more effective than these blooming dragons. But yeah, we'll see if we can't stop the advance. But luckily, we've not lost a tank yet. A couple of bruising hits, but nothing fatal, which I'm surprised about, having looked at the armour penetration of the various weapons involved and the kind of armour thicknesses of both Soviet and US tanks. I was expecting both weapons to be a lot more lethal than they have been, but I suppose it's not getting that nice 90-degree hit, which gives you that maximum penetration. So I'm not going to complain, as we are on the receiving end of that benefit as much as it's helping the Soviets. So I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will catch you all in the next one.